Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Buzz.
Yes.
We're back.
We are back. Key and Lance here. We have so much going on.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh, here's what's coming up.
Not one, not two, but three Kardashians reportedly having babies at the same time. Real or real clever reality show stunt.
How do you feel about mooning the camera? Because that is the most on Tom Cruise thing you could possibly imagine.
It's Tom Cruise like you've never seen him before. Scott Carty is getting the backstory on his new anti-hero American-made role. Sports Illustrated releases its new cover story, and we've got questions. I mean, something or someone is missing here. We'll clue you in. Plus, 2017 is so last year, at least as far as its fading fashions are concerned. We've got the trends you need to ditch before 2018. And never fear, we're making sure you keep up with the hottest Halloween trends with the best pop culture inspired costumes.
The beat is, like uplifting, but the actual song and concept is quite different.
Consider yourself lucky because Josh McBride is going one-on-one with R&B superstar Jason Derulo, chatting about his new sound, vulnerable side, and expanding his brand.
See, I told you so much going on, so little time to get to it.
The Daily Buzz starts
Come
now.
on!
Get up now, what's your daily buzz today? I'm gonna stray away from the negativity. Getting it started with the DBZ family. Get out the way, it's the Daily Buzz family.
Not gonna lose today. Not gonna get me down. Not gonna lose today. This is the DBZ. And with DBZ.
All right. Here we are. Doing it again.
That's right. Happy weekend, right?
Happy weekend,
Yes.
indeed. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, you can chime in on any of the stories you see on the show and suggest some of your own. We want you to be a part of the show, so head to our social media channels right there on your TV screen and play along.
All right, here we go. Here's the first.
Here we go.
We are getting this party started with the Pop Report by The Number.
Of the day is 3.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Not one, not two, but three Kardashian sisters are reportedly expecting babies as we speak.
Can't keep up.
Now, the family hasn't confirmed what some blabbermouths within their circle are spilling or, reportedly saying, but here's the word. Khloe is preggers. She and Cleveland Cavalier boyfriend Tristan Thompson are expecting in February. That news was leaked as we were still reeling from reports that the baby of the Kardashian-Jenner clan was also with child. Talking about 20-year-old Kylie and her fairly new boyfriend, Travis Scott. They're said to be expecting a baby girl in January as well. And of course, we already knew that Kim and Kanye were expecting their third child in January via a surrogate. We only have one thing to say. Your move, Kendall.
Yeah. Just read a book, go to the library.
Apparently, the Kardashian ovulation cycle is perfectly synced up with E's fall programming lineup. This is a tweet from Wells Adams.
I would not be surprised if some of this was planned for that very
Oh, it was planned.
It's TV, folks. It's
Right.
crazy. All right, it has been a tumultuous few months for Aaron Carter, speaking of crazy TV. He was arrested for DUI and drug-related charges. He came out as bisexual, had the results of an AIDS test revealed on the doctors. It came back negative, by the way.
Okay.
And now he's in rehab. His rep released this statement right here. Aaron has decided to enter a facility to improve his health and work on his overall wellness. He is going to do this privately and focus all his attention on being the best person and performer possible. He is grateful for the support and love from his fans and looks forward to coming back stronger than ever before. And one Backstreet Boy wants to take him under his wing.
I've been down that road 3 times. I've been to rehab.
Right.
And, I've come out on the other end, Jails and institutions or death. That's your only 3 options if you don't get it right.
Well, hey.
So I hope he listens. I hope he answers.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, I'm not going to stop. But at the same time, I don't want to push him further away.
Thank you for that, AJ. All right, of course, the Backstreet Boys saw Aaron grow up as his brother Nick is a member, but Aaron insists his rehab is stress-related. He tweeted this before entering rehab. He said, "I am strong. That's why I made this decision. No one could have forced me. None of you even know my reasons for this. It's called stress." So let's hope it is just stress, but, it seems to be harboring enough that push him over the edge.
This seems to be, you know, the never-ending cycle of, you know, his life. At least, though, maybe this time he'll get some help.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's give a warm round of applause for Cardi B, who just made history on the Billboard charts. Yes, Cardi B. Oh,
Don't get too excited
Are you guys
now.
confused?
Cardi B.
Cardi B. Oh,
Right?
They were wondering who this? Who that is? Well, she is the rapper who just bumped Taylor Swift off her throne.
Cardi B, you know where I'm at, you know where I be. You in the club just to party, I'm there, I get paid a fee. I be in and out them banks so much, I know they tired of me.
Okay, so not Nicki Minaj.
No, this is not
Cardi B.
Cardi B,
doing-
yes.
Right.
Bodak Yellow dethroned Taylor's Look What You Made Me Do from the top Billboard's Hot 100 chart this week, making Cardi B the first solo female rapper to hit the top spot since Lauryn Hill's doo-wop, That Thing.
Wow, really? Since then? Now that was a good song.
Yes, since
Yes.
1998. And she's only the 5th female rapper to top the chart ever. Also, by the way, she is also the first Hispanic to do this since Shakira did it back in 2006 to be a top of the Billboard 100.
Her hips did not lie.
Yes, and she did get some big kudos from Nicki Minaj, Lil' Kim, Missy Elliott,
Good for her.
as well as flowers from Taylor Swift. So there's no bad blood.
So there won't be like a Taylor Swift song that's
Going after
attacking
Cardi
her
B.
and-
No,
yeah, okay.
no. But I mean, good for Taylor for, you know, taking the little step down.
Yeah, man.
With class.
It's a big
She's in her
stage. Everybody gets a shot at the top,
There
right?
you go. She's
All right.
still making money.
Well, from a historic celebration,
Yes. What happened?
really sad farewell.
Oh.
This is a clip. This is what.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The 5th season, which will begin in November and take us all the way into second quarter 2018, will be our last.
You know, I think this is one of those, it's such a bittersweet time for us because the last 5 years, I mean, this has been our life, the show, the crew here.
We've become like family,
Yes,
you know?
these homes that we've, you know, gotten to renovate for these beautiful families. It's just become such a big part of our lives.
Yeah, so Chip and Joanna Gaines have decided the 5th season of Fixer Upper will be their last. In a blog post included with the video, the pair said they need time to, quote, breathe and to focus on family and their family business. They also denied their decision had anything to do with divorce rumors or Joe being linked to a fraudulent skincare line, which she claims is false. You know, but this show has done a lot for them.
Yeah.
They created an empire, started with Magnolia Homes, real estate, renovation, and design business, several small businesses under the Magnolia brand, including a retail shop, bakery, furniture line, paint collection. You don't realize like what all comes out of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They also penned the book, Magnolia Story, chronicling their growth. Oh, and just started a line with Target, by the way.
Oh, well, then there you go.
So, yeah.
they're making money work for them.
They'll come back with the show, I'm sure, again in the future. How it works.
And if they do stay together, but if they get divorced, it'll be the divorce fixer-uppers and how you can
Yeah.
come up with the different...
They'll have their own shows.
See,
and-
there you go. Hey, speaking of untimely exits, longtime friend of the Buzz, Debbie Gibson. Give me that
Where are my
tissue
tissues?
back.
Get me,
Was
sorry, Deb.
unfortunately, and dare we say unfairly voted
She's good
off
people.
Dancing
She's
with the
good people.
Stars.
Hey everybody. Well, I can't say that we're happy about what happened, but I feel like we went out with a bang.
Thank you all so much for your support.
And you know, kudos to Debbie because it's not easy to do this.
So, want to wish farewell to pop icon Hugh Hefner.
Oh,
He died of
yeah,
natural
that's
causes
right.
this week at the age of 91. So, love him or hate him, the Playboy mastermind left his mark on pop culture for sure and history. So, Hugh, thanks for the memories. I mean, memories. Did I say that? Yeah.
Yes, you did.
All right.
Loud.
Now, here is a wrap on some of the other headlines from Hollywood. Winning a talent competition is priceless. Winning the opportunity for P. Diddy and DJ Khaled to launch their music career is everything. TMZ reports Diddy and Khaled are close to signing on to Judge Fox's new talent show called The Four. The centerpiece will be contemporary pop with an emphasis on hip hop. There will be 4 judges: Diddy, the mogul, Khaled, the producer, or Diddy the mogul, Khaled the producer. There will be a songwriter and a performer. At least one will be a woman. Now, you're going to have to wait. So that's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that.
Absolutely.
Also, you are going to have to wait 525,600 minutes plus some for the live televised version of Rent. Rent fans know what we're talking about there. Fox announced the live broadcast has been pushed back to January 2019.
Wow.
But it should be worth the extended wait as it will be produced by the masterminds behind Grease Live. So I can't wait to see that. And Pennywise, hey man, we'll see you same time, same place next year. New Line Cinema and Warner Brothers announced the It sequel will hit theaters, including IMAX, post-Labor Day next year, September 6th to be exact. Part 1 is still clowning around in theaters, so becoming the top-grossing horror film of all time. And Kia, you can't wait to see it with
Oh
me,
no,
right?
I'm
Yeah,
not
we're going
watching
to see it.
that. I know, I heard it was good and everything, but I bet it was a
Gotta
scary
take you to a
movie.
horror movie.
Still, no.
All right, well, speaking of movies, the big fall movie blockbusters are just underway, and already a few are receiving awards buzz.
Scott Carty is sitting down with a slew of the stars this week and giving you a sneak peek into Tom Cruise's curveball anti-hero role.
It's a weekend of movies with early awards buzz, but we get started with one of the biggest stars in a crazy true story role. It's almost too hard to believe. Tom Cruise in American Made.
I was working for the CIA, the DEA, and Pablo Escobar.
He's really fearless, Tom Cruise. I mean, it's not just in the flying and the stunts, but the fact that he is willing to jump into a role like Barry Seal that kind of is the anti-Tom Cruise brand.
Haven't you ever wanted something more, Barry? You should be serving your country. Your CIA.
Because he played a kind of a coward in Edge of Tomorrow with Doug, which is totally turning kind of his persona in the world on its head. And in this, he's playing another version, which is kind of, he's quite desperate for some of this, you know? Like, he really gets kind of cornered, which we're not used to seeing him in.
American Made is full of action, including a zero-gravity sex scene between Cruise and his on-screen wife, played by Sarah Wright Olsen.
I had a harness on underneath that dress. Tom had a harness on underneath
So
his.
glamorous.
Yeah, so glamorous. And, you know, I'm tethered to, like, the front of the plane. He's tethered to the bottom. We're tethered together. Like, they're clipping us in.
Another true story starring a legend is the delightful and fascinating film Victoria and Abdul. It stars Judi Dench and Ali Fazal as Victoria and Abdul. It turns out Queen Victoria developed quite the friendship with an Indian advisor. Now, I have to ask about working with Dame Judi Dench. And what is one thing that you learned from her that she directly taught you through this experience?
I remember asking her this because I had to. I said, just because I have to. And she says, well, learn your lines and don't bump into furniture. I mean, it's a famous Spencer Tracy quote. Yeah. But I thought it just meant everything.
Two stars from Crazy Stupid Love reunite for the crazy story of the Bobby Riggs Billie Jean King tennis match. Emma Stone and Steve Carell in Battle of the Sexes.
This is Custer's last stand. This is the lobber versus the liver.
Keep talking, Bobby. The more nonsense you spout, the worse it's going to be when you lose.
Well, I'm the ladies' #1. I'm the champ. Why would I lose?
Because dinosaurs can't play tennis.
For the Daily Buzz, I'm Scott Carty.
Hey, there's a new way for Katy Perry fans to have up-close and personal access to the megastar. They can now witness her journey like never before.
Witness Katy Perry become a legal witness. Witness Katy Perry and Left Shark. Or a card shark. Grandma? Witness Katy Perry work. Witness Katy Perry firework. Witness Katy Perry swish. Witness Katy Perry. Oh, look at that dog.
The new on-demand Perry Hub from Xfinity X1 will give fans sneak peeks at rehearsals to the making of her music videos, to never-before-seen interviews. The Hub also includes content about Noah Cyrus, Purity Ring, and Carly Rae Jepsen.
Wow, it's like you can catch everything.
All of Katy Perry, all the time.
All Katy Perry, all the time.
On demand,
Sign
too.
me up.
While the amazing Kristen Chenoweth is celebrating 20 years on Broadway, the award-winning performer has a few projects hitting the big screen right now.
Yeah, correspondent Josh McBride caught up with Kristen for the inside scoop on those roles and more.
Hey guys, I'm sitting with a legend. She's talented, she's adorable, but most of all, she's in the Daily Buzz studio. Welcome, Kristen Chenoweth. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me again. Good to see you.
I'm excited to see you. A lot going on. Let's talk about the skincare line, Rhofade. You're involved with the skincare line.
Well, I know a lot of people that watch this have like skin issues, and I started mine at like 30. I didn't grow up with any skin thing, and then one day I woke up and I had severe redness and kind of looked like a rash, and I went to the doctor. She said, oh, you have constant redness. It's probably due to rosacea. And there's not a lot of things, to be honest with you, that work for that. Recently, my dermatologist gave me Rhofade, this cream that if you use consistently, it really works. And I'm just so happy with the results, and I just want people to know about it so they can try it too, Rhofade.
Life is perfect. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
My Little Pony premieres soon.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, first of all, I was asked to do the movie, and I obviously grew up with My Little Pony, and my nieces and nephews grew up with My Little Pony, so it was kind of a cool thing to be a part of.
Yeah.
And then to find out you're going to get to create one. So my pony is Princess Skystar.
Of course it is.
And she's pretty cute. I love it. There's lots of music and lots of pony dancing, and right up my alley.
It's fun.
And lots of me-sized ponies, so it seemed.
I love it. Yeah, they're all as tall as you.
Exactly. So cute. So cute.
You're on tour.
Yeah.
You have another movie coming out, The Star.
I'm doing a movie called Star. It's an animated movie that Oprah Winfrey is producing, and it comes out at Christmas. And it is, the reason this struck me so much and I wanted to do it is because as a Christian person, a lot of people know I am, it tells the story of Christ through the animal's eyes. I'm an animal freak.
What's it like working with Oprah Winfrey on that?
Well, I haven't actually gotten to work with her. You know how those animation things are. But I plan on seeing her at the premiere, Oprah.
Yeah, she's gonna say hi.
And giving her a big old hug and tell her I love her.
Album out, touring.
Yeah.
Busy.
Busy, tired, wonderful though. No
Yes.
complaints.
Kristen Chenoweth, thanks for coming by the
Thanks
Daily
for
Buzz.
having me.
All right, well, 2017 has definitely been a year of big, bold fashion and accessories.
Yes, and while we have tried our best to get in on the trends while they're hot, not all of them were designed to last forever or even for long.
Right.
So here are some of the flash in the pan fads of 2017 that you can kiss bye-bye before ringing in the new year. This is according to some fashion designers and trend analysis.
Not just us.
Here we go. Don't tie too many emotions to those pom-poms because they are falling off the fashion bandwagon fast.
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, they were one of the fads, that went from the runway to the, real way really quickly, but they are falling out of favor as fast as they appeared.
All right.
All of the trends the Kardashians had you trying to keep up with this year are like so not hip anymore.
Really?
No, so pack away those peasant tops, mega distressed jeans, and super, super tight leggings, lady, because they all pregnant anyway, they can't wear anything.
No more the mega distressed jeans are going away?
No, don't wear that
okay.
anymore. And hang up those corsets, belts for the time being because their 15 minutes of fame are almost up.
I kind of like those.
Well, they should stay. See now, never mind. I'm not even go there with you. While they should stay in vogue through the winter, especially paired with sweater dresses, they probably won't stick around much longer than that.
Okay.
But rejoice because your feet are about to be spared. Okay, trend reports show that the painful pumps, lace-ups, and choker shoes that were all the rage this year are now on their way out.
I like those.
Designers say women are embracing an empowerment movement across the board, allowing fashion to coexist with function. And comfortable shoes are huge.
I like those.
Okay.
I did.
Now here are some of the 2017 trends that we will definitely love to see in 2018. They will live to see the next year. Here they go. Statement tees will stick because of the same empowerment trend that we just described. And designers agree that we're in the middle of a pearl renaissance that will surely last well into the new year.
How about that? I like the
pearls
statement tees.
yes, and you can wear the pearls, and they go with everything. And
with your
with your camera.
Snapback hats and t-shirts. Sure.
He's all fashionable.
Styling back there,
you
man.
You go, boy.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Got those strappy shoes on? No.
No,
okay.
he
I
took
like
them off
those
to
though.
run the gas.
I like those.
Yeah.
All right, now let's jump into 3 trends to try now, and we mean
right now.
Right now.
Okay, let's do it.
We only give this first one a pass for Halloween though. I got to be honest with you. 'Tis the season to try the new nail trend finding fame on Instagram. Hairy fingernails.
What?
I'm not lying. Okay, this look was created by a Korean visual artist who recreated portraits of herself on her nails, hair and all.
Oh, that's crazy.
In creepy, some call the trend creative, others call it creepy. But it's definitely an upgrade over 2016's hair-raising trend. Meant to give off of more of werewolf vibes. Yeah,
I can't go there because you try to eat something.
Or pick your nose.
Oh, look at that. That's terrible. Yeah, or pick your nose. You get
soft.
Oh, that's not cute.
That's funky.
I mean, it would tickle, wouldn't it?
Yes. No, don't do it. Anyway, it's popular.
Another popular trend right now, taking a solo vacation, especially for millennial women. And we're not just talking about some soul-searching, eat, pray, love type of vacation.
Okay.
No, a recent survey finds not only do about 60% of young adults want to travel alone, 26% of young women already have, and 27% would consider doing so in the future. Businesses and startups are cashing in on the trend as well, some offering discounts exclusively for the ladies on vacation packages. So where are the ladies going?
Yeah, where are they headed?
California is the top spot, followed by Florida, Hawaii, and Italy.
She speaks fluent Italian, as you can see. No, I dig that. I like going on vacation by myself. Not
Do you
anymore.
really?
I mean, I'm married with kids, but I used to.
Well, but there are some couples who, do separate vacations and then they do one together and then they do one with the kids.
That's how you keep the marriage hot. Keep it alive.
But you know what? I would love to go on a vacation by myself, but I want to go to Europe and, be one of those backpacking. But I'm too afraid.
Yeah. Stay
I'm
off
too
the moors.
scared.
Stay off the moors.
Okay.
It's a werewolf in London.
Oh, with hairy nails.
All right, well, the rush is on to find the best Halloween costume for this year. You got yours picked out yet?
I'm working on it.
All right, well, the trending ones trending now are inspired by pop culture. First up, an ode to the Commander-in-Chief's favorite term, big news. The white tank dress with an all-over newspaper design has an in bold red fake printed across the front, as you can see. The real shocker is the price, just under a whopping $55.
Won't be using that one.
Now, if you're dressing up with your boo this
Yes.
Halloween, that's an appropriate term there. Here are some other suggestions. Game of Thrones fans can probably find these items in their closet. Ladies, pull out that little black dress and bling it up with a silver dragon chain. And for the guys, a huge fur coat over black leather outfit and boots and just a scowl on your face.
And that's perfect, like if you live in a cooler place.
Yeah, exactly. If you're living in Florida, you're not doing that.
No.
Or throw a Hail Mary and channel your inner Pope. For her, a nun's habit and tinted glasses. For him, a white Pope costume complete with hat, a la Jude Law in the new Pope.
There you go.
And finally, a simple look to keep you in La La Land. Here's a way to pull off your best Mia and Sebastian look from La La Land. For her, a flowy yellow dress, tap shoes, and red wig. For him, black pants with a white shirt and tie, which
Oh, you have that right now.
kind of what I just wear all the time anyway.
So just take your vest off and boom, you're set for Halloween. And I have a flowy dress on.
Done.
Oh, that we have our costumes. Let's do
Joy,
La La Land.
You bring the furry nails and it's happening.
No, I'm not bringing any furry nails. No. Okay, so while we're on the subject of trends, here is a list of longtime beloved American staples that now millennials are credited for killing off. The youngins, like watching television on a television.
Oh, right.
The taxi industry, the 9-to-5 work week
Yeah, they
in
don't
an
do it.
office.
They don't do it.
Home ownership,
They don't do
which
that.
you're wasting your money if you don't. Even marriage.
They don't do that.
And now you can add big boobs to the list, don't lie. Hey!
They don't do that?
They don't like big boobs. Yep, according to the data from Pornhub, the world's largest porn site, young people just aren't into boobs, specifically the big and the fake kind.
Okay.
So here's how it all adds up. The site's search data shows overall decline in searches for breasts since 2015. Searches for small and natural breasts are on the rise.
I applaud that.
And those are attributed to the young folks. 18 to 24-year-olds, 19% less likely to search for breasts compared to the older people, right? 25 to 35-year-olds, there's an 11% drop in searches for breasts. And 55 to 64-year-olds, 17% more likely to search for breasts.
Okay.
Women experience major changes in life, everything from puberty to pregnancy and menopause. Gynecologist and author Dr. Alyssa Dweck wants women to start embracing change from a young age.
Healthy habits start young. So you millennials out there, start in your 20s and really work on your diet, your exercise, and take care of your body because you get it once. So I think that's very important.
Hormonal changes also become a big factor as we age. Those shifts can lead to unexpected issues like infections.
If women are unfamiliar with what's going on here and they think there might be an infection, I typically advise them to come in to the gynecologist to get checked out, confirm a diagnosis, and then treatment can be offered.
Dr. Dweck says 3 out of 4 women will experience a yeast infection in their lifetime. Those familiar with the symptoms can use an over-the-counter treatment like Monistat. Keep in mind, there are also simple steps to prevent an infection.
I typically advise some pretty conservative and simple steps to help prevent infection and help prevent intimate skin issues. So for example, wearing cotton in the undergarments, getting out of a wet bathing suit right away, get out of wet workout clothes right away. Make sure those yoga pants are breathable so that there's some aeration to the area.
For more information, go to monistat.com.
We know what happens when celebs put their star power behind products, charities, and even health issues.
Yeah, we saw it in 2013 when actress Angelina Jolie revealed her decision to take preventative measures to prevent ovarian and breast cancer. And as Summer Jackson explains, there's a new treatment option in the battle against these cancers.
It became known as the Angelina Jolie effect when actress Angelina Jolie revealed that she had undergone preventative surgery to avoid cancer risks. Jolie's star power reportedly raised awareness and genetic testing among women.
It's been very helpful to bring it into the public eye that there are inherited gene defects that can increase a woman's risk for breast and ovarian cancers. They know to think about their family history, and they know to talk to their gynecologist about that when they're in for their annual exam.
Ovarian cancer is the 5th most common cause of cancer death in women. About 22,000 U.S. women are diagnosed annually. Now, new developments will significantly change treatment options.
The FDA recently approved a once-a-day oral PARP inhibitor called Zejula for maintenance therapy in patients who've been retreated and gotten a response to their platinum-based therapy. A pill once a day can significantly lengthen this time of subsequent remission, preventing disease progression and lowering the death rate during that time.
And that's vital because there's a high rate of ovarian cancer returning even after remission.
Unfortunately, 80% of patients in remission will have recurrence of disease.
Angelina Jolie took preventative measures in her late 30s. Awareness about ovarian cancer is important at any age.
It is a disease that peaks usually in the late 50s, early 60s. However, young women can develop ovarian cancer.
For a patient with ovarian cancer interested in learning more about maintenance therapy, I recommend go to Zejula.com.
Humans can learn a lot from animals because they have the ability to look past differences to protect each other.
Case in point, Lilo the husky, who helped nurse a homeless, sick kitten back to health, ended up with a lifelong partner in adventures. So take a look at this. You're going to love it.
Rosie in particular, when she came to us, she was weak, lethargic. She wasn't drinking milk. We would wake up every 2 hours to try to get her to feed. She was getting thin and more frail. She took a turn for the worse overnight. Lilo seemed interested in her. She was dying and Lilo was available. So we put them together not knowing what would happen, and Lilo decided that she wanted to help her and mother her. We were so surprised. After a few hours of cuddling, we decided, okay, maybe she's ready for milk. And lo and behold, she started drinking milk. Lilo just stayed by her side the entire time, wouldn't even get up to eat.
She feels the wind and she's like, oh, I like this.
So what we saw when they were first getting closer is a lot of patience on Lilo's part. Lilo would just be so gentle with her. Lilo was essentially Rosie's mother, and she saved her life. Because we rescue kittens so often, we cannot keep them. The rule is we nurse them back to health, we find them a good home. That's exactly what we were planning to do with Rosie. We were going to find her a home. Their bond would not allow us to separate them. So we had to adopt Rosie.
Good girl, Lilo. Lilo, are you okay?
Lilo and Rosie's very first adventure was we were leashing up to go to the park, and Rosie just wanted to come along because Rosie goes with Lilo everywhere. We decided to just see what happens.
All right.
Okay, so let's get into some of the important stuff going on right now, starting with the humanitarian crisis going on in Puerto Rico post-Hurricane Maria. At the urging of PR's governor, Congress and the public The president waived, finally, shipping restrictions Thursday to help get aid to the island. Here's the desperate situation that Puerto Rico was enduring a full week after Maria hit. About 97% of the island's 3.4 million residents, American citizens, were still without power. More than half didn't have running water, and less than 300 of the 1,600 cell phone towers were functioning. Much of the island was running out of food and, perhaps more importantly, fuel, including diesel, which keeps the generators running, especially at hospitals.
Yeah.
That's a scary scenario for people needing surgery, dialysis, and oxygen to survive. And then, of course, the disruption in water and food supplies, sanitation, and mosquito control will then lead to a bigger public health problem as time passes.
And a closely related topic to that, Trump is being criticized for being too preoccupied with the NFL protests to focus on that crisis, to which he responded this week.
Well, I wasn't preoccupied with the NFL. I was ashamed of what was taking place. So we are totally focused on that. But at the same time, it doesn't take me long to put out a wrong, and maybe we'll get it right. I think it's a very important thing for the NFL to not allow people to kneel during the playing of our national anthem.
Yeah, so he said that, but his Twitter feed was most definitely more focused on the NFL in the week after Hurricane Maria hit. But it will be interesting to see how the NFL reacts this coming weekend, with Trump calling for a rule to ban the kneeling. You know, it's it's difficult. So full disclosure, I work for the Tennessee Titans during the football season. I travel to the games. I'm kind of the in-game host, and I do games on the field to pump up the crowd and whatnot. It is a very divisive issue right now, and I've talked to people in the military. I've talked to all sorts of fans who were upset that when teams chose this past weekend just not to take the field because they didn't want to make matters worse, but it did. No one that I know of, no one that is anti-military. No sports figure is anti-military, anti-flag.
And that's not how this started either.
Exactly.
Okay.
And Trump's messaging has divided the country, the teams, the fans, the players. So hopefully everyone can settle down and, when it comes to football, just get back to football and let this issue play out on its own and let Trump do his thing. Meanwhile, speaking of sports and this issue, the new issue of Sports Illustrated features 10 top figures from the sports world linking arms above the headline, "A Nation Divided, Sports United." Now it features NBA stars LeBron James, Steph Curry, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, who isn't everybody's favorite person, NFL team owner Shahid Khan of the Jacksonville Jaguars, WNBA player Candace Parker, and other athletes who have spoken up about politics. The elephant in the room here, though, is where's Cap? Where's Colin Kaepernick, the player who started kneeling to protest racial injustice in this country? Now, Steph Curry said about that cover right there, that was terrible. That was terrible. If you don't have Kaepernick front and center, then something's wrong. You know, is that message getting lost is the question.
Now it's just, political.
It's a very convoluted problem, and I would implore anyone to just search themselves and not let anyone on the outside world get too heated. You see what's important in front.
Maybe do a little bit of research and find out how this all started, because I think once people do more research and realize why Colin Kaepernick started this in the first place, I think you may have a better understanding of what's really going on versus just saying, oh, they're just disrespecting the flag or the military, because that's not what this is about.
I've said this before, taking a knee is different than turning your back. Taking a knee is an American position.
Absolutely.
It is.
No, it is.
Someone
that's
using
what we
the right.
fought for.
We're kneeling for the flag, not on the flag. Enough said. Anyway.
Back to the Daily Buzz.
That's the Daily Buzz.
Yes. Meanwhile, did you know that Trump's male senior advisor and son-in-law is voting as a woman?
Say what?
Yeah, according to New York's public voter registration info, Cushy profiles list his gender as female. Now, do you remember Trump's unproven claim that 3 to 5 million people voted illegally in the election?
Yeah.
Was Cushy one of them?
Do we say lock her up?
Lock her up. Well, that's what Twitter's been saying. Yes, this is the second blow to Team Cush. Earlier this week, word got out that he used a private email account to conduct official White House. So I guess you should say lock her up since the emails controversy.
The emails. Just keeps coming. All right, well, let's move on to a contraception controversy that was born after one celebrity couple shared their story of how they ended up with child. During a recent podcast, actor Ian Somerhalder admitted that after he and his Twilight wife, Nikki Reed, decided to start a family, he went into her bag and flushed her birth control pills, all as Nikki watched.
So they did it together.
Yes, the couple thought it was a cute personal story to share until it was met with a lot of backlash, with some journalists, bloggers, and fans calling it reproductive coercion.
Really?
At first, Nikki took issue with the response, firing back on Twitter, but the couple ended up issuing a public apology, saying to anyone who has been affected by reproductive coercion, we are deeply sorry. That is an extremely serious issue, and women's rights is something that is incredibly important to both of us. We never expected a lighthearted interview we did poking fun at each other and how we chose to get pregnant together to turn into something representing a very serious matter. However, if this somehow sheds light on a topic that definitely needs mainstream attention, then we are grateful for the unintended consequence. The question really, though, here is, are we oversensitive these days about all these celebrities and their issues? By the way, their daughter, Bodhi Salil, was born in July. But yes, I think it's because there's an infinite amount of platforms. And a lot of plastic saber rattling.
And you're not going to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cute how they, they did it together. Now, if he had gone in her bag without her permission and without her knowing,
different story.
And he's like, we just said we're going to have a baby, I'm going to just go in there and flush all the birth control pills down the toilet. That might be different, but they did it. They're holding hands.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go flush the birth.
Exactly.
They're doing it as a cute little moment.
The thing about it is, it's like maybe celebrities at all levels, A, B, C, and on down, should maybe consider what they're doing and who it might affect or offend. But at the same time, keyboard cowboys need to chill the blank out.
Keyboard cowboys, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. Okay, well, carving out personal time is a problem for many parents these days, and sadly, our friendships are the first to suffer as we try to keep up with the kids, the spouse, the job, etc., etc. So our friends over at PureWow revealed a few tried and true strategies to help keep your friendships surviving, and thriving. Starting with continuously updating how you communicate with everyone's evolving schedules. Some prefer calls, others like texts, yet email's probably the easiest for others. Getting your lines of communication in sync will help prevent you from missing friendly check-ins. You can also run errands together. I do this with a friend of mine. I mean, hey, two birds, one stone.
Sure.
Sync up those Target runs, trips to the grocery store, mad dashes to the post office. It's multitasking at its best, and then you can stop and have lunch and have a little wine. It's so much fun. I love this. Okay, commit to celebrating your friendiversary every year. Plan on a once-a-year spa day or even a day trip, all about having plans on the books. And remember, we can FaceTime anytime, any place, okay? So there's really no excuse for going MIA on your friends. And speak up if you are missing them and listen when they say, hey, I miss you, girl. See, and you can FaceTime just like Lance and Q. There we go. It's perfect. And you can stay connected with each other. For the full list and more lifestyle suggestions like this, head over to purewow.com.
All right, let's jump into some news by the numbers.
Let's do
Your
it.
first number, 21. That's how long Anthony Weiner, that's how many months
say that
Anthony
on TV.
Weiner will spend behind bars for sexting with a minor. And he, of course, cried like a big old baby when the judge handed down the sentence. But he actually got lucky because prosecutors wanted 27 months. The former Democratic congressman and mayoral candidate pleaded guilty to one charge of transferring obscene material to a 15-year-old after word got out the two had been exposing themselves to each other. And if you've seen the man out and about wondering why he's not in jail yet, he's going to start serving that time November 6th. And then when he gets out, he has to register as a sex offender.
Wow. He could have gotten up to like 10 years, I think is what the max.
Time to
Should
hang
have
that
gotten
up,
10
Mr.
years.
Weiner. Time to hang it
Oh
up.
boy. Here's your next number. 280. You are bad today, Lance.
I am.
Twitter is toying with doubling the length of tweets to 280 characters.
Stop.
Twitter team says the 140 character limit is a major cause of frustration for people tweeting in English because we just can't edit. But the CEO's tweet announcing the character test wasn't exactly met with enthusiasm because more words means less wit.
Yes.
Yes, and really, I mean, that's why we love Twitter. The overwhelming response so far is just wishing people had learned how to edit their thoughts, especially those at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah, he needs an
I'm
edit
just
button.
saying. 140 was an arbitrary choice based on the 160 character SMS limit, but now
Yeah.
we can go above that.
You know what I miss?
Yeah, what?
Just words. Not links, not pictures, not just
Oh, yeah, just
little
like
just
click-
blurbs. Blurbs, words, blurbs. And your final number is $1,003. That's the average amount of debt Americans took on during the holiday shopping season last year. But there are things you can do right now to avoid it this year. It always feels as if the holidays sneak up on us. Suddenly, it's November and we haven't started shopping, let alone saving. According to the National Retail Federation, the holidays cost the average consumer over $800, making this magical time of year one of the most expensive. So what can you do right now to minimize your holiday debt and actually add money into your budget?
If you use different savings tools like swagbucks.com or shopathome.com, these sites and apps will allow you to gather points and cash back and free gift cards that you can then apply to your future purchases.
But if you prefer shopping in store versus online, the savings can still work to your preference.
These savings platforms are applicable to both services. Like a Swagbucks, they have swagbucks.com, and they also have the app. So whether you're shopping online or in store, be sure to use these tools so you can save while you're shopping.
And if there's no wiggle room in your budget, never fear. There are other tricks to get some extra cash in your pocket.
Try to cut back on a couple little luxuries, like if you're getting a weekly manicure, for instance, do your own nails for a little while, or stop going to the barista so many times a day. And every time you skip these things, take that money, pop it in a jar. It's a very easy way to save.
To learn about great deals and start saving right away, check out swagbucks.com.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. And last night you were in my room. And now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Well, I'm in love with your body.
In this corner, we have Spotify's new MVP. Ed Sheeran's Shape of You is officially the most streamed song ever on the top streaming service. After hitting the 1.32 billion mark, the song dethroned longtime king of streams Drake's One Dance, but it's really just the Spotify cherry on top for Sheeran. The song had already recorded the best one-day stream totals on March 3rd with 10 million. That same day, Divide shattered first-day album streams with more than 56 million. Sheeran is now the most streamed artist in terms of monthly listeners, but second to Drake for most streamed artist of all time. It's a lot of streams. Well, a new season means it's time to experiment with your look, and Kia has some easy ways to change it up.
Some easy ways to update your look. First of all, take a look in the mirror. Take a look at your hair. Say, you know what? I'm tired of the same old hairstyle. So decide, do I want to cut my hair or maybe add extensions? I love playing around with my hair, as we know. So it's a great way to update your look for fall. Also take a look at your hair color. You know, maybe do some rich burgundy colors. Cinnamon chocolate is huge. Maybe add some caramel highlights or lowlights. It is so much fun to change your look with doing simple things like, you know, changing your hair color. Also look at your makeup. You know, maybe, decide I'm gonna wear bronzer right now, or maybe get a new lipstick. That's always so much fun. That classic red color is so huge right now. But if you're not a red person, maybe you want to stay in the red family, have a beautiful handbag in burgundy, as well as the scarf. Those are great fall pieces, as well as this evergreen color. It's great to blend in with anyone's wardrobe. Even a beautiful brown color would be nice. Now, speaking of colors, of course, no matter what your makeup routine is, the eyes have it. You always want to focus on your eyes. My next tip for you is to maybe change your eye color. I changed mine today with the Air Optics Colors contact lenses. I'm wearing the hazel color, and it's a great way for you to enhance your look. It's perfect for any occasion. The colors are, you have 9 different colors to choose from, and it's really cool. You can upload the Color Studio app and then upload your picture, and you can play around with all the different colors and see which color works best for you. Now for some style hacks. If you wear waterproof makeup, use coconut oil as a makeup remover. Also, if you want that perfect eyelash curl, warm up your eyelash curler with a hair dryer, not too hot, and then use it on your eyelashes. And then finally, if you don't have a lot of time for your nails to dry, soak your wet nails in a bath of ice water. Just get a bowl, soak your fingers, watch TV, and by the time your favorite show is done, your nails will be dry. Okay, so for more information on these style hacks and also the Air Optics Colors contact lenses, you can go to airopticscolors.com. You can also find them on Facebook and Instagram.
Well, you know who is helping people change up their looks? R&B superstar Jason Derulo, and Josh McBride caught up with him in New York City. Take a look.
Yeah, hey guys, here in Midtown New York City with the one and only Jason Derulo at Bloomingdale's. It's all about you, level 13, a long time in the making.
Man, such a long time in the making. But you know what? I mean, most people don't see it that way. I mean, you see a brand in the stores and you think oh, this is a brand new brand. I mean, without knowing like what went into it, man. But it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and it's exciting, man, because it's finally here. Today is finally the day people can actually get level 13 right now. You know, it's crazy because you know, you have these humble beginnings, you know. I mean, I remember me and Antonio sitting on my bedroom floor, you know, going through different fabrics and going through, you know, different looks. And to now be in a store like Bloomingdale's, man, is a dream.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Drink.
People will recognize the clothes from Swalla, of course, the music video.
For sure. I had the raincoat jacket on within Swalla, and you know what? That's the best thing about this brand, man. I really don't want to shove it down people's throats at all. It's a brand that really stands for itself.
If I'm lucky, I'll meet you. Flip side of the graveyard. 'Cause things didn't work out in this life, but someday.
If I'm Lucky, the biggest song out right now. Really. And the last time I saw you, I showed you that I downloaded it legally off of iTunes. I downloaded Swalla because that was a week after. Yeah. I did the same thing with If I'm Lucky. Another success, a little different kind of music video style for you.
I actually did 2 videos for this particular song because it has 2 vibes, right? Part 1 is a lot more cinematic, emotional, whereas part 2 is more dancey.
With this whole, I can't do it, but you were doing this. That's kind of it, no? That's it, right?
Real close.
Okay.
So I wonder when a pop star goes into a music career, like how far in advance do they think about their fashion influence?
Oh, I bet they think about all of that. And, you know,
Ahead
it's in,
of time.
oh, yeah, absolutely. And, you know, he can do some really amazing things off the charts with fashion, Jay-Z, you know, all these other stars and all. And that's how you build your brand and you walk away with your dollars. Right. Yes. Speaking of fashionable men, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has a dapper sense of style.
He does.
And he's not afraid to wear his heart on his sleeve. I mean, socks. But his choice of feet huggers during a very serious business forum sparked a celebrity sci-fi Twitter war. Take a look at this. If you look closely, you can see Chewbacca. That's pretty cool. Peeking out from under his pants as he spoke before the Bloomberg Global Business Forum. And at a Bill Gates Foundation event, right? He got some flack for that. I mean, who doesn't enjoy the sight of Chewbacca, no matter where it occurs?
Right, everybody loves Chewie.
The Trekkies don't. That's who, including the captain. William Shatner, the original Captain Kirk, tweeted the Prime Minister saying, I thought we were friends. Chewbacca socks? He then included a crying emoji for, you know, good measure, of course. Now, while Mark Hamill, AKA Luke Skywalker, tweeted, here's another reason I heart at Justin Trudeau. Plus, I have it on good authority, exactly what he was wearing under his suit.
Describe that good authority. Okay.
I don't know how he knows that. So apparently, socks reveal a lot about men. So let's experiment here on the Daily Buzz. Let's see what our male crew is hiding under there. Okay. So first up, okay, we got the pretzels.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you're like all tied up in knots.
Sure, right, sure.
You know, and you have a little stress that you have to work out. Okay. Let's see. What about the kitty cats? He likes the soft and.
You're playful on the inside.
Yeah, very playful. I love that, Lance. Good for you. And now, wait, what are you wearing here?
This would be Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash.
And what does this say about your personality?
That means that my I got dressed in the dark.
Right.
And my 8-year-old had clean socks.
Oh, there we go.
There we
so
go.
whatever your 8-year-old has clean, Lance will apparently
Look, they're
put on his
comfortable,
feet.
and you know, most people like Justin Trudeau don't expect to be caught on camera and have the whole world buzzing about your socks. Don't be afraid to rock them anyway. And Twitterverse has also been busy roasting Kanye West, but not for anything he said this time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but for his new dad bod.
Uh-oh.
It happens to the best of us,
Oh,
and as
wow.
we previously reported, women prefer dad bods, but the 40-year-old rapper has been out of the spotlight for a few months, as you can see here. and surprised everyone when he was spotted keeping up with the Kardashians this week. That's a pregnancy joke.
Right,
There
exactly.
were some brutal posts like iFresh, who said, Beyonce is thick,
Right.
Rihanna's thick,
Right.
Kanye is thick, everybody getting thick.
Everybody getting thick. Everybody getting thick.
But unlike the brutal body shaming women receive online, many are giving Kanye the benefit of the doubt, saying things like, Kanye isn't fat, he's pregnant with the next wave of music and fashion of this generation. That's what's inside of him, apparently. And Himanshu said, chubby Kanye looks happy and spiritually healthy.
That's
Why
all
don't
that
women
matters.
get that?
No.
Why don't women get that? Yeah.
Society is terrible.
Kanye checked into the UCLA Medical Center, reporting, had some issues, mental issues to deal with.
Yeah.
He's working through it. He's working on some new music, so.
Those are his pregnancy pounds, the sympathy weight.
You look good,
You know what I
Kanye.
mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
it works. Okay, so getting groceries delivered to your home is nothing new, but what about having someone that you don't know come into your house and put the food away in your refrigerator? Would you trust
That's a
these
thing.
strangers in your home
That's a
and
thing.
actually putting away the groceries inside your refrigerator? Give me yes, no, crew, let me know. What do you think?
I got my vote.
You have your vote? What are you going with?
No.
No, me too.
You might be sweet and really nice in my fridge and all, and clean it out while you're in there. But no.
No.
I'm just weird about that.
Well, guess what?
What?
Wally World is testing out a straight-to-fridge service, and you can watch the whole thing go down online. The retailer is partnering with a smart security company which makes locks that you can monitor on your phone. You order the food online, the driver uses a code to unlock your door, and voila! Puts the groceries right there in your fridge. So, let us know what you think. Is the new service cool or creepy? Is it one of those things that you go, wait a minute, how much am I willing to pay for convenience?
I
here?
will say that for the elderly and disabled, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But for everyone else that's able-bodied, you should do it yourself. Anyway, speaking of food, did you know Americans eat an average of 50 billion burgers a year?
Yes.
50 billion burgers, 'tis true. And running out to grab those perfectly crafted burgers can get pricey. This is not so well crafted. But we called on an Applebee's chief chef to show you some trade secrets.
Chef Stephen Bulgarelli has an extensive background in the restaurant industry. Currently, he's tasked with creating the best recipes to serve more than 300 million Applebee's customers a year. So when it comes to making a cheeseburger, it's safe to say Chef Stephen is no rookie. He says a good burger starts with fresh, never frozen beef and what you use to cook it.
So for me, and for us, we use a flat top. And at home, I use a cast iron pan. That's really important because it's going to sear in and get a great caramelization and keep the burger moist. To me, nothing's worse than a burger on a grill that's overcooked, dried, and burned. And that's typically what happens when you put it on a grill outside. If you want to use a grill, just put a pan on it, and then you can get the same experience.
The next step is cooking it to perfection.
We take that cast iron pan really hot and we add some sauteed onions to that pan. Then we're going to add some pickles and some cooked chopped bacon. And we're going to get that nice and warm on our cast iron pan. Then we take our fresh, never frozen burger patty and we're going to smash that down. That's critical because when smashing on this, you get all of that wonderful caramelization and crust on the burger, and all those flavors from the onions, bacon, and pickles are married together with that burger patty. One thing that's also important to remember is don't forget to season with salt and pepper. That's a big point.
When it comes to topping your cheeseburger, always try your favorite ingredients, and don't forget the bun is a very important part.
Don't be afraid of any different bread types out there. What I use a brioche bun, which to me enhances the flavor of the burger. It's got a little more egg and a little bit more butter than normal, and it gives a really nice soft eating experience. It doesn't compete with flavors on the burger.
For even more information on Chef Stephen's cheeseburger creations, check out Applebee's.com.
If you're thinking of hosting a CBS late night show, you should know that there are side effects, and those side effects may include, no matter how many writers you have working for you, none of them are able to think of a catchphrase anywhere near as good as bazinga.
It's true. Once a year, you are contractually obligated to play a corpse on one of the NCIS shows. Yeah.
Knowing that if your show gets delayed long enough because of football games, it just turns into a morning show.
Having LL Cool J's personal phone number.
Yeah, big time. Having to tell people if they missed your show, they can watch it in full on CBS All Access, as if that's a viable option.
And the final side effect of hosting a CBS late night show is, over 2 years in, still not being totally sure what CBS stands for.
Well, we are kissing another month goodbye, but here is an October surprise for you. Prices are slashed on a handful of items before the holiday shopping rushes in.
Yeah, that's right. So whether you want to start checking off your holiday gift list or splurge on yourself, which is always a really good idea, PureWow has identified these things that typically go on sale in October. So pay attention. Digital cameras.
All right.
New models tend to get announced in early fall, so stores are starting to clear out its inventories now. That means they're marking down 2017 models or offering package deals, you know? Out with the old, in with the new toys for the holidays. Expect to find some of this year's must-haves marked down by as much as 50%.
Wow, that's
Yes.
pretty good. Now that the back-to-school rush is over, prices for denim are significantly slashed. This isn't to say, though, that all jeans and jackets will be sold at a savings, but leftover inventory meant for September sales most likely will be. And summer is peak wedding season, so demand for wedding-related decor and goods tends to fall off every autumn. So take advantage of deals on wedding trinkets, invites, and other festive finds.
Very nice.
You can save some money and get a good deal.
Save some money right now before the holiday shopping.
There you go.
All right.
You know we are out of time. That's it.
That is it.
That's all they let us do.
Yeah.
Right here.
That's the Daily Buzz. We're coming back because coming up in the next episode, we're chatting with the one and only Peppermint from RuPaul's Drag Race about using her platform for change. And ladies, if you're sitting around feeling sorry for your single love life, stop the self-hatred. Staying single can help you live longer.
Oh, wow.
Let us count the ways.
And there is now a term for guys who dismiss us, then steal our ideas. It's called mansplaining. And it's taking over social media.
Let me tell you about it. Oh, right, I get it.
And of course, yes. And don't forget, you can join us on social media the entire week to keep up on all things Buzz. We've got Facebook. We've got the Twitter. We've got the IG.
The IG.
And of course, our website. Just join in on the fun all week long.
Yeah, and
So-
we will see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Peace.